everybody, Backyard Bullion here. Welcome one and all to episode 131 of In Focus Friday. Last week we had a look at the new Provident Metals Welsh Dragon, very cool round in silver and copper. If you've not checked that out yet, it's well worth a look. The link, as always, is down in the description below. Thank you one and all for voting at the end of last week's episode. It was an incredibly close vote between the busy, buzzing B and the Germania. Poor old Gibraltar got hardly any votes at all. But every vote does count. Those two coins will be returning at the end of this episode with one very, very cool and very, very small new coin as well. So make sure you stick around, catch what we have in store for the next couple of weeks and cast your vote as well. But today it is all around this B. It's all about this B, I should say. This is the Wonderful World series. This is the B in that series, and this is something which has come to me via a Silver Forum member, Rob6. And in last week's episode, I mentioned that Rob6 had sent this to me to feature on In Focus Friday and then send back to him. And it appears that I had misinterpreted his very, very kind gesture, because he has actually gifted this to me and Mrs. Backyard Bullion. So, first off, apologies for misinterpreting your very kind gesture, and second, a huge thank you for this very generous donation to the In Focus Friday repertoire and the Backyard Bullion community stack. I really do appreciate it. It's incredible to see that kind of gesture come. And it's an incredible coin, and we're going to learn a little bit about it, because this is not something that I would have even found or picked up. So it's always nice to be able to feature different things here on In Focus Friday for you guys out there. Maybe you'll be inspired to pick some of these up as well. So this is part of the Wonderful World series. It's from Le Grand Mint, or Le Grand Mint, however you want to put it, with a big French accent on. They're actually based in Germany, so it's obviously French, German, whatever, it's just pan-European at this stage. And that's the certificate of authenticity. We've got number 124 here. And on the back you've got some of the particulars. It shows both sides of the coin. It's actually a coin. It's got a denomination of 25 livres, and it's got a mintage of 999. 1 ounce of fine silver, and this is kind of a proof coin. So it's very much a silver proof coin, and as such it will garner a hefty premium, and it certainly does have a pretty hefty premium. At the time of filming, I was looking on Le Grand Mint's website, and I think they're about 75 euros. So it's not a cheap piece of silver for sure, but it is a very, very cool piece of silver. So there's some of the information in English and some other languages as well. I have to admit, I don't know which language this is. I would assume it's Arabic, but I don't know. And then German. For all my German viewers who want to read in your native tongue, there you go. You can find out a little bit more about all of this. Again, a bit more of the sort of COA stuff on the back there. So very cool. Nice little package indeed. And the coin itself is phenomenal. It really does look very, very cool indeed. Now, the B is obviously a very, very important animal, and there was, it's interesting, I remember seeing a lot in the media recently, I say recently, within the last 5 years, about a potential bee apocalypse, how there was a huge decline in honeybees, and because of that huge decline, crops were at risk of not being fertilised and the world would collapse. Doing a little bit of research for this particular video, it appears that is not necessarily the case. It was maybe a bit of fake news, or a bit of embellished news. Maybe it's sort of relevant to certain areas, but not as a kind of global catastrophe. So very interesting stuff. But the bee itself, of course, is very, very important in kind of gardening, crop. We've got lots of little bee hotels in our back garden. They're just simple, like hollowed out pieces of wood or bamboo cane that you leave lying around in your garden. And the bees, the solitary bees, not necessarily the big kind of bees which will live in hives, will come and they'll nest there for the winter, and then they'll wake up in the spring and pollinate your garden for you, which is very cool. So we like to do that. We've got lots of little of those kind of bee hotels all around our garden. And I absolutely love this coin. I mean, the design of it is very kind of modernistic. It's got, well, actually, I suppose it's got a little bit of classicism to it too. You've got the sort of, I'd say this is a little bit more contemporary, a little bit more kind of what you would expect from, you know, a coin depicting a bee, but then you've got this very kind of modernistic block type effect. It almost looks like an advert for a cryptocurrency, in a blockchain and all of that. So yeah, I mean, I really like this design. I think what I really love is the difference between the kind of proof, or I say the proof, the shiny proof and the kind of matte proof finish, which really brings out the different textures between the, as you can see, the honeycomb here, and also the bee and the kind of, you know, just the image of the bee. It really does set it out really well, I think, with the different textures of that finish. And then, but this side is in my favourite. I'd love to know which is your favourite, so do let me know. But I just love the stark contrast between the proof shiny finish here, and it's very handy for me because I can do tactical hiding without having to worry. Because the reflection here, you can see my camera and my head is just to the left of where the camera is, on the left-hand side of the matte coin. So it's a very good coin to show on YouTube here because it can hide my face very well. So yeah, I really, really like this. I think it's an exquisite design, very good finish. Like if you really go in close and have a look here, you can see just the exquisite level of sort of detail that's come onto the coin. The dies were produced, I think, incredibly well. And you'll see in the kind of information packlet there, it said highly polished. What, I can't remember the exact wording now. Let's have a quick look. It said, and I'm trying to do this with one hand, not that easy. Let's get it here. It says proof/polished plate, as you can see down here. So they've really kind of, you know, done a great deal of work on that die to get such a good looking coin at the end of the process, which I think is very, very impressive indeed. Now, as I said, it is actually a coin. It's a proof silver coin rather than just a round. And here is the specifics on it here. You can see on the top left-hand side there, got 25 livres, which is, I'm going to assume that's one of, do you know, I should have probably researched this before starting this video. But if anyone knows which country livres are from, then do let me know. I'm assuming it's going to be one of the North African countries, perhaps Algeria, Morocco. I don't know. I don't know is the honest answer, so I do apologise for that. Do let me know if you know down in the description below. But I think it's fantastic. In fact, you know, I was just thinking that looks incredible with that kind of light play coming off the different proof and matte finishes. It's almost like a flash of lightning. I could do that all day. Absolutely awesome. So really good. I'm really confused now which side is best. But anyway, that is a very, very cool coin indeed. And the good news is that it doesn't stop there, because this is part of a series. It's part of the wonderful World Series by Le Grand Mint. I believe this is the 7th iteration, and there's a whole host of other different animals. It's obviously celebrating the animal world, the sort of natural world, and it's a very, very cool series indeed. I have to say it's not necessarily one that I would collect for myself, but this is one of the amazing things that, you know, we've had it come through from a Silver Forum member as a gift. So a massive thank you to Rob6 once again for that. It's something that I will definitely be keeping for a long time, and I really do appreciate that. Let me know your thoughts on this coin down in the comment section, whether you think it's good, not, whether you think it's hot or not, whether you think it's beautiful. I think we can all agree, regardless of price, it's pretty stunning, and it's not something you'll see every day, so very cool indeed. Now, to the voting for next week, the Germania. That is the most, well, I say it's the most popular. It lost the vote last week, but it's certainly been a very popular one over the last couple of weeks, and there's a huge hype about the different varieties of Germanias out there. I don't have any of the different varieties, but we can at least talk about them if you so wish. Or we've got the Gibraltar Arms, or the Gibraltar Coat of Arms coin, which is a very, very cool kind of looking coin. Coat of Arms. If you want to find out more about that, then let me know. Then the next coin, we're going to have to zoom in, because we have a very, very small coin to showcase for you guys. I finally got my hands on a Dos Pesos. I'm not sure how you say that. We can get that zoomed in just about enough. Courtesy of AGD on the forum. This time it wasn't a gift, I actually purchased it from him. But it's a coin which I've been wanting for a long time, and he saw last week that a couple of weeks ago that I mentioned about it, and he's sold his to me, so thank you to him. So if you'd like to find out more about the Dos Pesos, hit that comment down in the comment section, obviously. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure that you hit the like button and share it around on your social media. That would be very helpful for everything that I do here on my channel. And if you'd like to see future videos, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to get a notification when the videos go live, you know what to do, hit that alarm bell. Otherwise, thank you one and all for watching. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend ahead. And as always, please make sure you like, share, comment and subscribe for more.